He drives in the paint, takes it down on the right side. 2-point shot, falls short, won't go. Basketball knocked loose. Coming up with it for SWOSU is Chase Elliott. Bulldogs in the front court. Bounce pass up front. 2-point shot up and under for Thomas Davis. He's fouled on the way up.
And the clear strategies for SWOSU so far: control the paint on both sides of the court. So far, they've not allowed UAM to get inside, and then they control the boards on the offensive side, get the 2, and now possibly the opportunity for the +1.
Back at the free throw line. First one's up and coming from Thomas Davis. 19-20 left to go in the first half. First free throw is up on the way. Good. 3-0 our score. 19-20 left to go. And I got to tell you, I was talking to the chairman of the Bartlesville Sports Commission this morning, our friend Bill, and he was saying that there's no more hotel rooms here in Bartlesville because of this tournament today.
Completely sold out across Bartlesville, and if there's anybody who would know, Bob Pomeroy would certainly know. You cannot find a place to stay in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. GAC has brought the tournament action here.
Forge down on the right side of the paint. A 2-point shot's in and out, no good. Rebound, A.J. Calhoun. Outlet pass to the top of the key. L.A. Farmer back down low, finding an open man. Ricardo Hall will put it up and in, and it's 3-2. The Boll Weevils are on the board. Here comes Donahoe into the front court. He'll work it right wing to Cornelius. Driving the baseline is Davis. As he goes up for the shot, it's waved off. We've got a foul.
Take a look at it again here on replay. You see the clear strategy right now. Clear out the lane, get inside the paint, and try to work the boards. That's exactly what SWOSU is doing right now. They're doing it on the offensive side. They're doing it on the defensive side. And so far, it's been effective.
And now, an inbound pass coming for SWOSU. 2-point shots off the rim, no good. Rebound, UAM. Ricardo Hall will move the other direction.
When you play the boards like that, offensive and defensive rebounds become so key. Those are where your possessions are going to come from.
Into the front court, L.A. Farmer. He'll move it down on the right wing and swing it back around to Ricardo Hall. And now a whistle and a foul.
There you see Coach Schaaf. His squad playing quite well here in the opening minutes.
And at the free throw line, it'll be Ricardo Hall.
You know, we talk about free throws. we talk about playing the boards. The free throws are going to come into play in this ball game because so far the early going suggests that these are the two teams that are going to try to play inside the paint. They're not looking for the perimeter shots. What that means is that when you're inside the paint, typically you're going to draw the foul. Typically you're going to go to the line. These free throws are going to be what wins you the game.
Next free throw is up and coming for Ricardo Hall. Shots on the way it in. 4-3, UAM taking a 1-point lead, 18-11. Left to go in the first half. Into the front court. Kibo Richardson brings it back around the edge of the arc to Cornelius. Back to Richardson. Down on the right side of the paint. 2-point shots blocked. Is going up for it was Philip Torek.
Good defense that time by UAM.
4-3 our score. Forge into the front court. Long three-pointer. It's on the way, off the iron, no good. And back the other direction. Here's Elliott. Down to the right corner. He'll bring it back off to Dominic Cornelius. Now a long two or a long threes on the way it in. Ryan Donahoe gets that one.
NBA range that time, Grant. The Thunder's just down the road. They'll take a look at him.
6-4 our score. 17-20 left to play here, and now we've got a quick pause in the action. Charlie Schaaf, of course, no stranger to the UAM program. He served 2 years as head coach there before going to Ouachita Baptist and then leaving the Tiger program in 2008. Thought he was away from all of us in the Arkansas D2 market, and then the Great American Conference comes and puts all these schools together. So he just can't get away from Ouachita and UAM and all of his old stomping grounds.
He exits the goal south for a shot at the GAC.
Well, it's been an upgrade, I'll tell you that. Here is a 2-point shot blocked by L.A. Farmer. Bingham back the other direction, takes it down to the paint. 2-point shots marred by a foul, and they're going to call this one on UAM. Sergio Crow you can tell, got up in front of him, and he was trying to draw that charge. Going to the free throw line is Donahoe.
That time, Sergio Crow really trying to draw the charge, trying to get the possession back, couldn't quite get the call, and he's going to send SWOSU to the line.
Arkansas Tech will play Ouachita Baptist coming up in the next game, and then we've got women's action tonight. Lots of it here. Out at the top of the key, Philip Torek takes it down to the right wing. He'll give it off to Thomas Davis. Outlet pass to the left wing, knocked away, stolen. Here come the ball Weevils. 2-point shots on the way it in. Ricardo Hall nails it, and we're tied at 6.
Ricardo Hall not only jumps the pass, but he takes it across the timeline and puts it up and in for 2.
Back the other direction. Donahoe in the front court. He'll move it around the edge of the arc, giving it off to Dominic Cornelius. Back to Donahoe, driving inside. Outlet pass, top of the key, worked over to Chase Elliott. Torek on the inside, travels with the basketball. And now the Boll Weevils will move it the other direction. Tied at 6, 16:35 left to go in the first half, and you can bet that today of all days, most of these games will come down to the wire, Drew.
No question about that, and you can certainly see the intensity and the urgency in both of these teams. They know you're going to the title, or you win or you go home.
L.A. Farmer, top of the key, works it back around. As he'll give it off to Lonnie Cottrell. The ball turned over. Davis coming up with it for SWOSU. Over to the right wing, they'll give it off to Chase Elliott. Cross-court pass is into the hands of Cornelius. Down in the paint, Torek for 2. His shot on the way as he drives through traffic to get there. 8-6 SWOSU.
Only one outside perimeter shot we've seen from either one of these teams here in the first 5 minutes of this game. Everything else has been inside the paint, trying to work the boards, trying to be methodical with their offense. They're not going with anything fancy. They're just trying to play basketball in the way of working the boards and getting those 2-point shots open. L.A.
Farmer down low, tries to find an open man. They go up for the shot, and it's blocked. 15:39 left to play here.
Some people might call it using that perimeter shot as a finesse basketball. Maybe this could be the definition of ground and pound basketball. You work it inside, trying to get out the boards.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 8-6. SWOSU leading UAM here at Bartlesville. Back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
Division II student athletes partnered with Habitat for Humanity to help build 6 new homes.
I have 2 children, 7 and 9, 2 boys. This will be our first home.
It's a great life experience to be able to help people out.
To see other ways NCAA Division II schools are engaging with their communities, log on to diicommunity.org.
Championship tournament live from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, alongside Grant Merrill. I'm Drew Brent. We cut away from break early there to go into an officials review. As you know, the JBM and the GAC Sports Network television crew also providing official review. Had to take a look at a previous play. I believe the officials have got it all straightened out, and now we are back to live action with Grant Merrill.
All right, the inbound pass is going to be given way into L.A. Farmer in the backcourt. He'll move from right to left on the radio dial. Well, the screen. Old habits die hard.
Welcome to television, buddy.
Long 3, draws iron, and won't go. Back the other direction for SWOSU. A coast-to-coast drive and a 2-pointer for Brian Donahoe is on the way in to give the Bulldogs a 4-point lead. Boll Weevils into the front court. They'll bring it out to L.A. Farmer.
The same kind of game that we saw SWOSU play against Henderson State on Thursday. You saw them play very, very methodical. They're not letting UAM play their style. UAM is behind the 8 ball a little bit, behind tempo. They're not being able to find those shots. Just like that, playing very good defense.
And here comes Donahoe racing into the front court. They try to set up the shot. It won't work as Thomas Davis misses that one. And the Boll Weevils take it the other direction. Crow from coast to coast. runs toward the hoop, takes a step without dribbling. They say, you were not compliant, sir, and guess what? There's a missed shot.
Well, the "you can't do that" chants began across Bartlesville, Oklahoma today.
Why don't we change the "you can't do that" to "not compliant"? 10-6 our score, 14:33 left to play in the first half. Long three on the way and in. Look at that.
Ryan
He nails it.
Donahue from beyond the arc absolutely drills the tray ball. And the first time you see SWOSU go from beyond the perimeter, they nail it.
Top of the key. L.A. Farmer answers, and his shot's missing and no good.
UAM trying to respond that time. SWOSU with all the momentum.
From the right wing, long threes off the iron, no good for Dominic Cornelius. L.A. Farmer moving the other direction. Farmer, top of the key, driving inside, two-point shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound SWOSU. Out of the backcourt, Ryan Donahoe. Three-pointer again. He almost gets it. It's tipped back in. Look at that. Dominic Cornelius in the right place at the right time. And now we've got a timeout taken by Alan Sharp and UAM. We'll take it with them. 13:35 to play first half. SWOSU 15, the Boll Weevil 6. Back after this on the GAC Sports Network.
The NCAA Division II student-athlete experience goes beyond the classrooms and playing fields. It means a commitment to service and community, helping organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation by raising money to help grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions. Kids like Jacob.
Some student athletes gave of their time and their energy to raise the money.
It was fun to meet Jeff Gordon.
NCAA Division II, training student athletes for lifelong achievement.
And once again, we saw the officials review. We come out of break a little bit early, and as we mentioned before, GAC Sports Network providing official review. We cut out a little bit early to make sure that the officials are getting it right. And of course, this is for a spot in the championship game, Grant. The winner of this has an opportunity to become the GAC tournament champions. And so every play is under review. They want to make sure that they get this one right.
Out of the backcourt, here comes L.A. Farmer moving from right to left on the screen. Moving into the paint, he'll take it up. Two-point shot through traffic is marred by a foul. This one will be on SWOSU, and let's see what's going. Look at the replay here. Farmer down on that right side of the paint. You can see him push from up and under.
And Grant, that's kind of the game that we've been seeing from both of these teams so far. They're going to try to work the boards and get inside. Farmer couldn't make it happen, but he does get a trip to the line. Farmer's
first free throws in and out, no good. They'll have another one. Next shot's on its way and in. 15-7 our score. 13:22 left to go in the first half. Out of the backcourt, Ryan Donahoe moves it to the top of the key. He'll pass it through the air, back over to Chase Elliott. Elliott back to Donahoe. Up top to Torrent. Down in the paint. Two-point shots on the way and in. SWOSU comes out to a 10-point lead. 17-7 our score.
From our vantage point here at courtside, we can see Coach Alan Sharp for UAM showing a little bit of frustration so far. They're trying to make the adjustments, but SWOSU has an answer for everything.
Top of the key, L.A. Farmer. He'll move it back over to the open. Derek Corbin is now in the ball game. Long three, falls short and won't go. That's Sergio Crow trying that one, and here come the Bulldogs. And we've got a double dribble call by the referee. 12:32 left to go in the first half, 17-7 our score. Southwestern Oklahoma State with a 10-point lead. Inbound pass is given inside to L.A. Farmer. L.A. Farmer at the top of the key. Swings it around the perimeter. And now tries to drive forward. Double team. The basketball knocked away. Coming up with it. The Bulldogs. Donahoe around the back. And look at that. He puts up the shot. It's on the way it in. Look at that.
How about Ryan Donahue? Absolutely outstanding.
Look at that. We got a replay right there.
And UAM answers right back. Here's SWOSU. UAM gets the steal. We're playing some up-tempo basketball now.
Absolutely. Coming up into the front court for UAM is Corey Ford. Now the whistle blows. The action is stopped for just a moment.
And this is why I love my job, Grant. This is tournament basketball at its best. You're seeing both of these teams playing for a spot to play for the GAC championship.
Timeout on the floor. 11:47 left to go in the first half. Our scores: SWOSU 19, the University of Arkansas-Monticello 9.
If we can we get a look at that behind the back up and over again? I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. And it just kind of goes to show what style of play SWOSU's going with right now. I mean, we've been talking about the way they've been playing methodically all day. Take a look at that again. Just an athletic play from Ryan Donahue, and we've seen him play very, very well so far. He has 10 points already in just the first 9 minutes. He has been outstanding. Lights out for Southwestern Oklahoma today.
All right, 19-9 our score. 11:47 left to go in the first half. And we're just kind of hanging out here in Bartlesville, and we invite you, if your team makes the championship, Bartlesville's not that bad of a road trip for any of these teams in the conference. I'd say it's probably Monticello has probably had to travel the farthest to get here, maybe Southern Arkansas as well. But, you're looking at a 7-hour drive from Southern Arkansas. I was able to make it in about 5 the other night from Little Rock.
Well, I mean, and this is absolutely a tremendous town. You know, we talked about this all day, but we've really got to give credit to Bob Pomeroy and the entire Bartlesville Sports Commission, the entire town has just been absolutely outstanding. Even down to the hotel we're staying at. We're staying at the Hilton, you and I, Grant, and they've been rolling out the red carpet, treating us very, very well. This town has opened it up for the Great American Conference, and we are so thankful to them for that.
19-9 our score, 11:47 left to play in this one. Into the front court. 2-point shots on the way, and in count the basket for UAM and Ricardo Hall. He's going to the free throw line for the +1.
That time you see Ricardo Hall just driving in the lane, trying to get that 2-point shot. He does, and now he's going to the line. And that time SWOSU was out of position to really play defense, and they end up fouling.
At the free throw line, Hall will get his one shot. 19-11 our score.
Kenyan Borders, 6 foot, 180-pound redshirt freshman from Kansas City, making his debut in the ballgame.
Free throws up and coming. The shot's on the way, off the iron, no good.
And an offensive rebound by UAM, certainly something they needed to jolt.
2-point shots off the iron, won't happen. 11:33 left to go in the first half. 19-11 our score.
And if I were to guess, coming out of that timeout, I'm guessing Coach Sharp told his players, listen, we've got to play under the boards. That's our game. SWOSU's trying to take it away from us. We've got to play a little more aggressively, and that's what the Boll Weevils are doing.
Ricardo Hall for 3. His shot off the iron, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Ryan Donahoe. Back the other direction. Here comes Kenyan Borders. Borders back to the right quarter. Kicks it down to Thomas Davis. Davis in the paint. 2-pointers on the way, marred by a foul. He'll get his shot for the +1 as well.
How about the 6'5" junior from Lufkin, Texas? He goes in, makes the 2-point shot off the boards, and now he's going to the charity stripe. This has been the bread and butter of SWOSU all day long.
Back at the free throw line, we'll see what happens for Thomas Davis. Free throws up and coming. The shot is up on the way, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Boll Weevils.
10-point ball game here, Grant, and SWOSU's been able to maintain at least that 10-point lead for about the last 3 minutes.
L.A. Farmer around the perimeter, brings it back up top. Long 3 won't go. Rebound, SWOSU. Torek out of the backcourt. Moves from left to right, taking it into the paint. His shot blocked, he travels with it.
And And that time, that walking penalty can really be attributed to good defense by UAM. They're in good position. He had to take that extra step to try to get back out, kick out to make the shot. Couldn't happen. The referee's going to call it every time.
Out of the backcourt, Farmer moving from right to left. He'll move it across the time stripe. Farmer down on the right side of the paint. 2-point shots on the way it in. 21-13 our score. An 8-point lead for SWOSU. UAM trying to play catch up. Down on the right side of the paint. 2-point shots on the way it in. Count the basket. He's going to the free throw line as well.
And we talked about this in the early going, Grant, about who's going to be able to control the boards, who's going to be playing their style of play. That's exactly what the Bulldogs are doing. They're going to go up. They're going to try to get those boards and draw the foul. This is the way that you score 3 points off of a 3-point play without having to use the perimeter shooting. And so far, Southwestern Oklahoma has used the strategy basically to perfection.
First free throws up on the way and in. Back the other direction. Here's SWOSU. They knock it out of bounds.
There's that quick tempo from Southwestern playing aggressive defense. Couldn't quite hold on right in front of our broadcast location there. But you see the aggressiveness. Coach Charlie Schaefer saying, hey, listen, you know what? Just slow it down. You did a good job right there. Continue to disrupt the Boll Weevil offense.
10 minutes away from halftime, and L.A. Farmer will take it out of the backcourt. Double team. They'll work it off the left wing. Back around to the edge of the arc. A dribble inside coming from Ricardo Hall. He's fouled on his way to the hoop. All right, let's go to the free throw line at Ricardo Hall.
Ricardo Hall so far 3 for 4 field goal percentage today. 2 for 3 from the line, make that 3 for 4.
Free throws up, free throws good. He'll have another one. Next free throws up and coming. Shots in and out, no good. And now another foul call.
That one going to go against the Boll Weevils. It'll be Bulldog ball.
Inbound throw is going to come to Ryan Donahue for SWOSU. Out of the backcourt. He'll give it off to Borders. Back up top to Torek, back to Borders. And now the basketball turned over, back the other direction. Here's a long three. On the way and in, Corey Forge for the Boll Weevils.
How about the 6 foot, 185 junior from Hotlanta? That was a fantastic tray ball that time, and UAM maybe could find a little bit of a sweet spot from behind the arc.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. Our score, SWOSU 24, UAM 17. We are back after this on the GAC Sports Network. (24-17) our score. 9:27 left to play in this ball game. Out of the backcourt, here comes Donahoe. Donahoe hands it off. Basketball stolen away. Up and under. Slam and jam for the UAM Boll Weevils and Sergio Crow.
Number 1 with a bullet. Sergio Crow making a statement. They have cut this lead down to 5.
9:03 left to go in the first half. Southwestern Oklahoma State leading it by 5. Out to the left wing. A three-pointer in and out, no good for the Bulldogs and Kenyan Borders. He'll move it the other direction. Out at the top of the key, Ricardo Hall. He'll work it down to the right side. L.A. Farmer driving in. 2-point shot won't go for him. Rebounded the stick backs up and in for Sergio Crow.
And all of a sudden it went from a 10-point lead down to a 3-point lead, 7-0 run here by UAM.
24-21, SWOSU by 3, top of the key. Donahoe, he'll kick it back out to the right corner. Zach Howell with the basketball, back to Donahoe. Donahoe's shot on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound, UAM, and with one three-pointer, they can tie the ball game.
3 boll weevils underneath the basket at that time. Fantastic defensive rebounding shown there by UAM.
And at this point, you're going to wonder who is the best three-point shooter and how quickly can we get it to him. 2-pointers in and out, no good. The rebound pulled down by Torek. Up front, 2-point shots blocked, and the basketball is tipped out of bounds. 24-21 our score.
A clean block from UAM, and now all of a sudden, Coach Shave needs to call a timeout to try to get the momentum shifted back to Bulldog way.
A media timeout here on the floor. And now we're going to keep it here. There's the Bulldog, Drew.
There's the Bulldog. He's not gonna, he can't be happy about the last couple of minutes.
7:51 left to go in the first half. They are calling the boll weevils on the floor. (24-21) our score. $7:51 left to play in the first half. $7:51 left to play here. 24-21 our score. Glad to have you on with us across the GAC Sports Network. And this may be an exciting game, but at least one person's being put to sleep today. And for once, it's not Drew.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Hey, look, you know what? People of all ages working this tournament here in Bartlesville. See a young man with credentials on being put to work here.
Well, I see I'm not, as Commissioner Pruitt will tell you, I'm not the only one that circumvents child labor laws when you get your own flesh and blood working for you. So.
Yeah, way to preface that. Yeah, need to clarify that statement. Back to live action.
Inbound pass given inside to Chase Elliott. Elliott with a quick handoff to Ryan Donahoe. Donahoe back down on the right wing. In three-point range, gives it off to Torek. Donahoe almost loses the basketball, but keeps his hands on it.
5 seconds left on the shot clock here, Grant.
2-point shots on the way it in. There you go. That's what you do when you're under the gun, as Dominic Cornelius just puts it up and in. Down low, 2-pointers over the rim and no good. And
that time, I think SWOSU really was in a good position to try to draw that charge. A good job and a good play by the Bulldogs to try to break up their momentum a little bit.
So the foul on Ricardo Hall, it's his first. Charlie Schaaf shouting the orders to his team as Zach Howell puts it in. Donahoe out of the backcourt. Moves from left to right. Donahoe, double team.
They're going to call the walk right there. And typically when you get a walk inside the lane like that, it's typically because the defense is in good position to make you take that extra step. That's exactly what the Boll Weevils did that time. You don't necessarily have to try to block a shot to disrupt the shot.
26-21 our score. 6:56 left to play, first half action. Up top, a long three. On its way, off the yard, no good. Rebound, UAM.
Offensive rebounds are going to be key here. Three-pointer.
Forge gets it. He nails it from long range.
My goodness, Corey Forge nails the tray ball, and it's down to a 2-point game.
Donahoe at the front court. Works it around the edge of the arc. He'll move it to the left wing, and Dominic Cornelius.
UAM in the middle of a 10-2 run over the last 4 minutes.
6:16 left to play in the first half. Up and under, a 2-pointer for Torrance on the way in.
Make that 10-4. Wow, fantastic play underneath the basket by the Bulldogs and Philip Torrance.
Farmer in the front court. Takes it on the right side of the paint. As he goes up for the shot, he's fouled. Charlie Schaaf wanted a travel called, and he's pleading his case to the referee.
And he might have accidentally had a case that time. It looked like an extra step was taken by LA Farmer on his way up. Regardless, he's going to go to the charity stripe for an opportunity to make this a one-possession game again.
Back at the free throw line, Farmer's shots on the way in and out, no good. (28-24) our score. Next free throw is up and coming. Shots on the way and in. Out of the backcourt. Here comes Ryan Donahoe. Donahoe at the top of the key. Works it around the perimeter. 5:43 to play in the half.
The resonating boos from the UAM faithful here in Bartlesville.
2-point shots off the iron, no good for Dominic Cornelius. And back the other direction, A.J. Calhoun gives off to Farmer.
That backcourt press is making UAM play a little bit faster than they may have wanted to.
And now the basketball almost thrown away. Back up top. Here's a three-pointer on the way.
Wow.
In. He nails it. L.A. Farmer from long range, and we're tied.
Well, you know what? L.A. has a namesake with the City of Angels, and, man, that ball flew that time. We're all tied up.
5 minutes left to play in the half. Out of the left wing. Back in the left wing. Down to the quarter. They'll take it off to Donahoe. Long shot. I don't know if that was a shot or he was just trying to get it out of his hands somehow.
Wow. And the UAM faithful not happy about that call at all. And you can particularly see that Sergio Crow's not happy about it. Can we take a look at that one again? Yeah, here it comes on instant replay. Take a look at the top of your screen. This is where it's going to be. It comes up right there, and he took a step, it looked like, before the call. And now Coach Alan Sharp talking with the officials. We may get an official review on this one.
4:33 left to go in the half, and at the free throw line, SWOSU's Chase Elliott will take his first one. Shots up and coming.
Controversial call, no question about that, but SWOSU's going to get the free throws anyway.
Bulldogs back to a 1-point lead, 29-28 our score. You can watch it again here.
And you can see the case for SWOSU and for UAM right here as he's taking. Watch him right here. He takes an extra step, but the UAM player bumps him. You could see a traveling call before the foul, but you could also see where the foul would be called.
Next free throws on the way it in, 30-28 our score. The Bulldogs back to a 2-point lead.
And at that point, it really just becomes a judgment call from the officials. Good call either way.
Farmer into the front court. Gives it back over on the far side to Corey Forge. Forge with a bullet pass inside, a slam dunk from Ricardo Hall.
And that's what they think about your foul. They're going to slam it home.
4:13 left to go in the first half, and this has suddenly become a pretty hostile environment.
I love March Madness, Grant Merrill.
Donahoe, top of the key. We get a quick handoff over to Philip Torek. His shot for threes off the iron, no good. Rebound, Boll Weevils.
And the Boll Weevils now have an opportunity to take the lead.
L.A. Farmer out of the backcourt, works it up top to Corey Forge. Back to Farmer near side, 3:46 to play. Farmer in three-point range, gives it back out to Corey Forge. Back to Farmer. Down in the paint. Two-pointer on the way and a slam dunk for A.J. Calhoun. And UAM has taken the lead after being down 10 earlier in the half.
How about A.J. Calhoun? Number one with a bullet, and the Boll Weevils are up by a deuce.
3:20 left to go in the first half. Torek around the edge of the arc. Brings him back out between the circles.
Some fire from Coach Alan Sharp there.
Down on the right side of the paint. A dribble in from Thomas Davis. Torek up front, 2-point shot, rims in and out, will not go. Back the other direction, here come the Boll Weevils.
They were looking for the fast break there, but they're going to slow it down now.
3-pointer, L.A. Farmer.
Oh, my! L.A. Farmer from beyond the arc hits the tray ball.
And we've got a timeout. Back after this, 35-30, UAM leading Southwestern Oklahoma State. This is the GAC Sports Network.
We were drawn here from all 50 states and more than 50 different nations. We are 7,000 students of languages, arts, sciences, and life. As diverse as our origins and as different as our backgrounds are, it's remarkable how much we have in common here in this place of faith, learning, and living. Harding University.
2:46 left to play in the first half. UAM leading SWOSU 35-30, and this is not a position that the Bulldogs have been used to at all this ballgame.
No question about that, Grant. They were up by as much as 10 just 7 minutes ago. Now they find themselves down by 5. That's a 15-point swing in favor of the Boll Weevils.
Down on the right side of the paint. 2-point shot, missing and no good. Back the other direction. Here come the Boll Weevils, who have all the momentum at this point. Farmer to Forge. Corey for 3. His shot off the iron, no good. 2:18 left to go in the half. 35-30 our score. Torek gives it back over to Chase Elliott. Elliott down on the baseline. 2-pointers on the way it in.
Playing underneath the boards has been the SWOSU's game plan the entire half. That's what they started with. That's exactly how they created that 10-point lead to begin with. Now going back to that a little bit, they can crawl back into this one.
And now another timeout on the floor. 2:09 left to go in the first half. And there's Charlie Shafe's daughter, Lizzie.
Number one SWOSU fan.
Yeah, the number one SWOSU fan, and she and her mother are watching Dad today in action. And Dad is trying to get SWOSU in line to narrow this 3-point deficit, Drew.
Well, you know, we've talked about this all game long, Grant. It's been a battle of the boards. Who can control turnovers? Who can play their style of play? And certainly what we've seen so far is that SWOSU has gotten out of their rhythm just a little bit. They haven't been able to match up well with UAM over the last 5 minutes. UAM did a few things very, very well. One of the things that they did exceptionally well in the last few minutes was they were able to create some defensive pressure, create some turnovers, and that's exactly how UAM was able to create that swing. They find themselves up by 3 in a 13-point differential swing in favor of UAM.
And there's Miss Taylor and the UAM cheerleaders and the Boll Weevil. You think we could have a throwdown between the Boll Weevil and the Bulldog? At some point, maybe a celebrity death match out at halftime?
You know what? I've been around the Boll Weevils. I think I'm going to put my money on the Boll Weevil.
Well, he does have a little bit more fame.
They get a little scrappy down in Monticello.
Well, have you ever been to Weatherford?
Well, once, but.
Oh man, one night in Weatherford. It's like a country song. 35-32 our score. 2:09 left to go in the first half. First free throws up and coming from Edwin Watts. Or Chase Elliott, I'm sorry. 35-33 our score.
In the final 2 minutes, I would expect that you would see UAM really try to quicken the tempo a little bit, get SWOSU out of their game plan some. Try to see if they can hit that tray ball from the inside, and you're going to see L.A. Farmer coming across the time stripe here. They're going to try to impose their will on SWOSU.
1:58 left to go in the first half. 35-33 our score. Out at the top of the key, Corey Forge. Back up top, long 3. L.A. Farmer can't get it.
Wow. SWOSU gets the call that time. Take a look at it again here on replay. UAM is challenging that because they said that his arms were up in the air. You'll see it off the rebound right here. Arms straight up. That call's going to go against the Boll Weevils, and now a little bit of an official conversation.
So while they talk, we'll remind you that coming up, we've got a big matchup between the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys and the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. That is a 2:30 tip-off here on the GAC Sports Network.
You know what, we see this replay again. We need to say a special thanks to the JBM production truck. Tamara Brown's been doing an absolutely outstanding job all weekend long, getting us those replays, getting the officials those replays, all part of the JBM production crew. Also Keith Brown and Patrick Otto on cameras, Blake Smith, Peyton Weatherford, and of course Jason Moyer as well. So fine job by the JBM production crew to get us those shots and those replays.
So our first technical foul of the tournament will leave at the free throw line Ryan Donahoe.
Certainly, if you're Coach Alan Sharp, you really didn't want to see a technical assess because you had the momentum, and now because of those technical foul shots, you're all knotted up at 35.
And now there will be even more free throws from Zach Howe. And we're going to show the replay one more time.
That'll be forthcoming after the free throw shot, I believe. And
free throws up, free throws good.
Here it is again. Here's that look, and this was the call that was so questionable to the UAM bench. Arms straight up in the air, and what they said was that this could not be a foul. It goes SWOSU's way because he hits the ground. Regardless, we've talked about this before. It's an official's judgment call, and you could have called that either way. But SWOSU, because of the technical, is now up by 2. It's a 37-35 lead for the Bulldogs.
Into the front court for UAM, Ricardo Hall. And down to the right side, a long three. On the way it in. Wow, Corey Forge from long range.
Corey Forge has been outstanding from beyond the arc today. I don't understand why SWOSU has continued to leave him alone behind the perimeter, because if you give him the three-point shot and an opportunity, he's going to take it and he's going to burn you with it. Good defense that time by the Boll Weevils underneath.
53 seconds left to go here.
Ricardo Hall forcing the turnover, and you've got just under a minute to try to get some momentum going into the halftime locker room.
38-37 our score, UAM by 1. They were down by 10 earlier in the half. 2-point shot, falls short, won't go. SWOSU the other direction.
Quickening the pace now, trying to get it off that fast break inside, and a charge. Wow.
38-37 our score, 29 seconds left to play.
Take a look at it again here on instant replay. Ryan Donahue's going to come in. That little shoulder block right there is why the official called it the way that he did, and that's going to be Boll Weevil ball.
And here come the Boll Weevils.
That's L.A. Farmer. They've got 18 seconds here left in the first half. An opportunity now for the last shot. Farmer just this side of the time stripe here, Grant. They've only got 10 seconds left.
Up front, the shot blocked as L.A. Farmer went up, and the player came down from behind him to take care of business there. Watch this.
Nice clean block that time by Thomas Davis, the junior out of Rufkin, Texas. Not in my house and not today. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, better hurry.
Down to the baseline, 2-point shot. It's missing. And we'll see what happens here after the foul.
Philip Torek had his hands raised in the air saying, listen, I had my hands straight up. Well, listen, the way that you play underneath that basket, you have to be very, very careful. You will get a foul called on you. It's a 1-point differential here. And the first free throw up and no good. Boll Weevils up by 1 over SWOSU with 1.8 to go.
So for UAM, Marcus Moody will play the last 1.8 seconds of the half. Next free throws on the way it in.
2-point swing now. SWOSU's got 1.8 to try to make something happen.
39-37 our score.
1.8, here it goes. Long shot. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, won't go. All right, we've come to the end of the first half. 39-37 our score. UAM leading SWOSU. And we will take a break. Be back after this. You're watching the GAC Sports Network. 37. Brett Merrill, Drew Brett along with you. And we're glad to have you here. As Drew, keys to victory for both of these ball clubs in this second half of action.
Well, there's no question that Arkansas-Monticello wants to continue to play their style of basketball, continue to draw the tempo. They found themselves as down by as much as 10 points in the first half alone. You've got to continue to get good production from L.A. Harmer to Carter Hall. Well, L.A. Farmer, I should say, 12 points apiece for him. For Southwestern Oklahoma State, Ryan Donahue. My goodness, what an incredible human being. He's been playing like today, 15 points for him. UAM's going to have to shut him down and possibly try to get back inside the paint. The defense, the perimeter shooting for UAM is going to be the key for their win, and controlling it is going to be the key for SWOSU to try to stay in this thing.
All right, with the second half play-by-play, here's Drew Brent.
I appreciate that, Merrill. The Bulldogs going inside, two-point jumper will not go. Rebound forthcoming for SWOSU. Now going to move it out to the right wing. Three-point shot is up and in. Chase Elliott, the 6'2", 225-pound senior.
That's the second time I've just impromptu decided Drew was doing play-by-play in his career.
Yeah, so. there's stories behind that. UAM taking it on the other side of the court. Farmer going to dish it inside, now back out to the right wing. Moving it back outside to Farmer, now going inside to Ricardo Hall. Hall's going to dish it back out to Forge on the far side. Back out to Crow. Crow's going to put a three-point shot off the boards. No good. There's Farmer. 2 points up off the iron. Hanks on the rim, and they're going to score 41-40. UAM out on top. Across the time stripe we go now. There's Ryan Donahoe. 15 points for this young man so far. Across the top of the circle. He goes now back out to Elliott, far side. Now they're going to dish it to Thomas Davis. Davis moves it inside. 2-point shot off by Donahoe. No good. Rebound goes to Bowl Weevils. 18:29 left to go here in this ball game. There's Farmer, far side. Between the circles, he's now closely guarded, that time by Thomas Davis. Setting up the offense now is Corey Forge. Forge will get it to Farmer, now moving it inside to Calhoun. Calhoun was a 2-point shot up off the back glass, will not go. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. And here comes Donahoe. He's going to move it across the time strike, go to the right wing. Eyes the three, can't find it. Now back out to Davis. The Bulldogs trying to set that offense up, nearly loses it off the body of A.J. Calhoun, the 6'7" forward from Mobile, Alabama. It's going to go back to SWOSU.
1-point ball game, and this is just, again, it's like beating a dead horse, but the parity that we have seen in this conference is just unbelievable.
Moving it back outside is Dominic Cornelius. He's inside the paint trying to put the 2-point jumper. It's up and it's in. SWOSU will retake the lead. It's 42-41, another 1-point swing. Bonner dangerously close to traveling with the basketball that time. Here comes Crow. Crow on that right wing, back out this time now. A.J. Calhoun. Calhoun going to set up the one offense. 17:31 left to go here in this ball game. Back out now to Ricardo Hall. Hall will get it to Farmer on that right wing. Methodical shooting, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back out to Forge now. Forge, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to make a move inside. Inside. Blocking foul on SWOSU. Blocking foul called on the Bulldogs as Calhoun was trying to make a move inside. That'll be Bowl Weevil ball. 17:15 left to go here in this ball game. UAM out on, or trailing I should say. 42-41. They will have possession of the basketball.
Into the ball game is Monty Cottrell for the UAM Bowl Weevils.
Inside pass now. Here comes Monticello. 2-point shot off the back iron. Will not go. Whistle and a foul, though. We will see a couple of free throw shots from Sergio Crow, 6'4", 190-pound senior, Fayetteville, Alabama. You see him driving in the lane that time, Grant Merrill, and couldn't quite make the shot.
Absolutely. And now, if there's anyone that you don't want to send to the free throw line, if you're Southwestern Oklahoma State, it's pretty much Mr. Crow here, Sergio.
First shot, Isaac tries it, buys it. To use a Grant Merrill line.
Thank you. I know you're just paying homage.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Second one forthcoming. Up on the way, Indiana.
And I appreciate the way you've lived your life.
Inside pass now to Donahoe. 17:09 left to go in this ball game. Donahoe going to move it between the circles now. Quickening the pace inside the lane, trying to find the shot. Can't find it. Back out to Davis. Davis off the backboard and in.
This is literally anybody's ball game. It could go either way today here in Bartlesville.
Corey Forge now going to move it to the right wing. 44-43 your score. UAM trailing by 1. He gets it inside now to Ricardo Hall. Hall loses his grip on it. Dominic Cornelius is going to take it the other way. Fakes it outside. Now moving to the right wing. He gets it to Elliott. Elliott, 2-point shot up off the glass and in.
And now the tempo of this ball game is just probably going to be at full speed for the rest of it. I don't see this one slowing down.
Back and forth action from these two teams now, and inside, back outside now. It goes to Crow. Crow's going to get it out to Farmer. Farmer at the top. Key going to get down to Ricardo Hall. They're just setting up that offense. They've been trying to find that perimeter shot inside now. 2-point up off the glass and in. Lonnie Cottrell gets it inside. He'll go to the line.
So now you've got Cottrell at the line, and you know every free throw from this point out is just going to be crucial.
46-45. Cottrell has an opportunity to knot it all up here. Free throw forthcoming. Cottrell. First one up, the only one up and in. He will complete the old-fashioned three-point play. SWOSU ball inbounds now. It goes to Donahoe. No backcourt pressure being applied by the Bull Weevils. Donahoe between the circles now. Outside it goes to Howe. Howe waiting for the offense to set up a little bit. Inside it goes to Elliott. Elliott, 2-point shot, has his shot blocked. UAM will get the basketball. That's Cottrell. Cottrell will get it out now to Sergio Crow, who takes it across the time stripe, driving inside, behind the back, up off the back glass, will not go. Put back up and in by Lonnie Cottrell. And here comes SWOSU, and things are getting heated between these two teams here in the early going of the second half. Chase Elliott has it at the top of the key. Out it goes to Cornelius, now back inside. SWOSU moving inside the paint, has his pocket pick, does Chase Elliott. He'll be fouled. And you see Coach Alan Sharp not happy about that one. You got to play a little bit smarter, he's telling his players, and now we're going to go to the bench for a media timeout.
15-15 left to play in the half. UAM 48, Southwestern Oklahoma 46. We're back at 4 after this.
Welcome you back to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. 48-46, UAM out on top of Southwestern Oklahoma. I'm Drew Brent alongside Grant Merrill.
We're doing T.I. proud today.
Yes, we are. Let me tell you something. You know, I love the tournament atmosphere, and I like pep bands. I've loved UAM's pep band. They're throwing it down up there. It's been awesome.
You know, there's just something about a pep band that is not afraid to embrace hip-hop and R&B.
Well, there's OBU head coach Dennis Nutt. He's enjoying it, too. I'm not sure, but I think I saw him headbanging for a while ago. I'm not sure.
I'm going to say that Dennis Nutt was not headbanging. Just a hunch.
And the Bull Weevil was.
There are tons of Peck fans just piling into this building for the next game between Arkansas Tech and Washington.
As we go back to live action now, we will join Chase Elliott at the free throw line. 2 shots forthcoming for him. 6'2", 225-pound senior from Bristow, Oklahoma. He plays at the guard position, and right now he's trying to knock this one up for the Bulldogs. First one on the way, and in Brainton. 48-47, now your score is 15-15 to play. Chase Elliott has 9 points total on the afternoon. Second one on its way. It is up, and it is in. We're all tied up once again. UAM ball. Inbounds pass forthcoming, needing a little help. He gets it into Farmer here. A little backcourt pressure now being applied by Thomas Davis and the Bulldogs. All knotted up at 48. Across the time stripe goes Farmer, trying to make a move inside, trying to find that open lane. Puts a two-point shot up, and it's in. Farmer just takes it himself at the expense of two Bulldog players, and now the inbound pass forthcoming from Southwestern. He gets it inside now to Donahoe, taking it out of the backcourt. Donahoe slowing things down, trying to set up the offense a little bit. Gets it out to Davis. Davis now trying to find some help. Gets it back out now to Donahoe. Donahoe eyes the three, can't find it. Now back into Elliott. Inside, into paint, working it. Up off the back glass. Count the basket and the +1 forthcoming. Good job that time by Ryan Donahoe to back it up, put it in off the back glass. Take a look at it again on instant replay. Grant Merrill.
And you can see Donahoe just trying to control that perimeter. Gets that bullet pass inside. Farmer and Lonnie Cottrell tried to do their best to either one of them draw a charge.
And the three-point play not going to be able to be completed. UAM's going to have the ball. Here's Farmer being pressured now by Thomas Davis in the backcourt. Trying to get some momentum going as the Boll Weevils were knotted up at half a century mark apiece. Farmer takes it back out to Cottrell. Cottrell with a quick pass back out to Corey Forge. Forge in trouble. Back now to Cottrell. Cottrell driving in the lane. Double team. Can't find help. And now gets it back inside. SWOSU playing very aggressive defense. Double team. Now is Forge. Forge loses his handle on the basketball. Needs some help. Out of bounds. And it's going to go Bulldog way. And the aggressive defensive strategy that time by Southwestern pays off as they are able to force a turnover. And Cottrell's going to come out of the game.
Just getting word that for you Arkansas basketball fans, the Russell Lady Cyclones beat Van Buren a few moments ago and are headed to the state championship, 52-44.
Our hometown of Russellville, Arkansas.
Absolutely.
There's Donahoe now. Donahoe will get it to Davis. Davis going to work it back out to Donahoe. Working the perimeter now finds Elliott. Elliott for three. It's up off the back iron. No good. The rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Good offensive play that time. Head coach Charlie Shea pretty happy about that. 27 on the shot clock. Outside there's Davis inside now. Two-point shot is up and in. Dominic Cornelius puts it off the back glass. 52-50 UAM. Taking it across the time stripe now. Here come the Boll Weevils. Farmer. MVP for the UAM Boll Weevils in the last championship game. Now going to work it back outside to Calhoun. Calhoun out to Forge. Forge at the top. He needs to find some help. He finds it in the form of Marcus Moody. Back to Moody now and out to Farmer. Farmer. Quick hit inside. Turn around. Jumper off the iron. No good. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Bodies flying everywhere. And now some backcourt pressure being applied by the Boll Weevils. Here's Donahoe. Donahoe inside. Two-point shot off the iron. Will not go for Thomas Davis. UAM's taking it the other way. Inside drive in the lane. Two-point shot off the iron. No good. Rebound goes for the Boll Weevils. Now moving it out to the right wing is Farmer. Farmer going to kick it out. Three-point shot up and in. Corey Forge hits the tray.
He has been potent beyond the three-point arc today.
Here comes Donahoe across the time stripe. 53-52. 1 point advantage for SWOSU. Working it now between the circles is Chase Elliott. Donahoe. Inside the paint. 2-point shot off the iron. Will not go. Rebound goes to UAM. There's Forge across the time stripe. Inside the paint, 2-point shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Taking it the other way, 11:42 left to go. There's Donahoe, moving it inside. Finds Cornelius, and a charge called. Nice job that time by Farmer. Charlie Schaaf not happy about that. But Grant Merrill, L.A. Farmer able to draw the charge.
LA Farmer can pretty much do what he wants here today. We've got a timeout on the floor, 11:36 left to go in the half. UAM 53, SWOSU 52. You're watching the Great American Conference Basketball Tournament on the GAC Sports Network.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness. I like balance.
That's why I chose
Division 2.
Back here in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. 53-52 your score. Arkansas-Monticello out on top of SWOSU. Drew Brent alongside Grant Merrill. GAC Championship Tournament on the line in this game. A spot grant in the GAC Championship game. The winner to face either Arkansas Tech or Ouachita Baptist. That game coming up next. And, you know, we've seen a lot of great tournament action, but so far this game has been possibly, I think, the most back and forth action we've seen.
11:36 left to go in the half. 53-52 our score, and the Weevils have it now.
So the inbounds pass is going to come to Farmer by way of Sergio Crow. Farmer getting just a little bit of pressure now from Davis. Across the time stripe he goes. Moving it right wing, now back outside. Three-point shot from Crow will fall. How about that from Sergio Crow? Long ball tray, and it's 56-52. Bull Weevils out in front. Donahoe back out to Elliott now on the right wing. Going to move it outside to Zach Howe. Howe will get it back out to Donahoe. Junior from Sour Lake, Texas, going to move it to Elliott, who's at the top of the key. Now back out to Zach Howe. 16 on the shot clock. Inside to Donahoe. Finds himself in trouble. Off the back on, will not go. Whistle and a foul. We're going to get two shots from Ryan Donahoe. There you see Arkansas Tech President Robert Brown on the right there, awaiting his team. Will be playing at 2:30 this afternoon. Fantastic university president out of Russellville, Arkansas.
56-52 our score. Getting news from people keep bringing me the score of the Russellville game.
Now, you know what? We represent the Cyclones, and the second free throw on its way and in. Bull Weevils have the basketball. There's LA Farmer. We'll get to that just momentarily. Here's Farmer across the time stripe now. Closely guarded by Davis. Trying to move inside the paint. Finds some help in the form of Crow. Crow inside lane. Loses his handle on the basketball. Last touch by a Bulldog, and it's going to be UAM ball. 10:41 left to go in the game. A championship game is on the line here. The inside pass is going to come from Corey Forge, 6 foot, 185-pound junior out of Hotlanta. There you see Alan Sharp out barking instructions. Inside pass comes, loses his handle on the basketball, and Corey Forge catches his own pass. There's Crow, top of the key, back outside to Farmer. Farmer moving inside the lane, tries to find a shot, turn around off the back glass. It's up and it's in. UAM goes up by 4. Here comes SWOSU. There's Donahoe across the time stripe. He goes, moving it to the right side of the floor, back out to Elliott. Now to Cornelius. Howe on that left wing. To Elliott. Back out this time to Philip Torrent. Torrent is going to move it out. SWOSU moving the ball quite well here as they work it between the circles, back out to Torrent. 15 on the shot clock, trying to find some open win, and UAM's playing it very, very well. Off the foot of Donahoe, nearly loses his handle on the basketball. Three-point shot off the back iron, and good. Zach Howe, the pride of Dibble, Oklahoma, hits the tray ball, and UAM's lead is cut down to 1. Here comes Forge, moving it around the right wing. Back out to Ricardo Hall. Hall to Farmer on the left wing. Inside, two-point shot is blocked, that time by Davis. Out of bounds, and it's going to be UAM, but that time Thomas Davis says, not in my house. It's 58-57, 9:40 to play in the ball game. Alan Sharp telling the officials what he thinks. And here's Ricardo Hall. All to Farmer in the top of the key. Sets his feet. 2-point shot off the backboard will not go. Whistle and a foul. And L.A. Farmer will go to the line. Taking a look again on replay. You see the double team. He plants his feet. And when you plant your feet like that, most times the foul will be called against the defense. You will not draw the charge. 9:34 left to play. Here comes Farmer. First shot forthcoming. On the way, up and in, Raw.
Don't forget, coming up later today, Arkansas Tech and Washita Baptist in the semifinals at 2:30. And then at 6 o'clock tonight, we've got SWOSU and Washita and Lady Tiger in ladies action. And then in the nightcap, Harding taking on the Savage Storm of Southeastern Oklahoma State.
Cinderella story of the tournament so far. Grant knocking off number 1 yesterday.
You coined them the Cinderella Savages?
I think I named them the Cinderella Storm.
Okay. Cinderella and Savage just doesn't go together.
Didn't really work, I didn't think. It wasn't good marketing. There's Borders. Gets it out to Torque now off the right side. SWOSU moving the ball effectively.
I mean, I think Savage goes more with stepmother than Cinderella. So.
I think you're probably right. There's Dominic Cornelius. He'll move it out now to Kenyan Borders, and now SWOSU going to slow it down, try to reset the offense. Philip Torque at the top of the key. 6'7" junior, and UAM on the fast break. Shot up, good. Corey Forge puts it up and puts it in, and SWOSU with the basketball. 5-point lead for the Bull Weevils with 8:51 to go.
62-57. Let's see what they can do here.
In the lane, loses his handle on the basketball, just Borders and flies out of bounds. Whistle, and I believe a foul is going to be called. You can see bodies have flown everywhere here. Very physical game, and the expression on Sergio Crow's face tells the entire story, folks. Take a look at it again on instant replay. Kenyan Borders is going to make his move inside. Loses his handle on the basketball. Crow tries to fight for it, and they all go down. I think the whistle was going to be called against Crow. Inbounds pass is going to be forthcoming against Donahoe. From Donahoe. Torque is going to be called for the whistle on a travel. $8:38 left to go. There's Coach Alan Sharp. There's Coach Charlie Shane. The two court generals bark instructions at their teams. Here's Farmer across the time stripe. Between the circles he goes, closely guarded by Davis. Picks up his dribble. Now back out to Farmer. UAM trying to set the screens to open up the lane. Cannot find it. There's Crow with the basketball. Sergio, top of the key. Now finds him out with the former Forge. Forge hit that tray ball just a little bit ago. Back out now to Ricardo Hall. Hall loses the ball. SWOSU tries to save it. Does so does Donahoe. Donahoe with the fast break. Back out to the long man. 3-point shot from Zach Howe is up and in. 62-60 your score. Here comes Crow. Crow on the right wing loses the ball again. Crow able to pick it up. Davis with a good defense that time. UAM between the circles. Here's Farmer. Farmer moving along the right wing. 7:38 to go. Face the lane movement. Now trying to move it inside. Trying to get inside the paint. Needs some help. Finds it in the form, this time, of Corey Forge. Forge between the circles again. 6 seconds on the shot clock. In the lane. 2-point shot. Up off the iron. Will not go. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Out of bounds. They say they've got it. The officials agree.
62-60 score.
And Grant, if you are Charlie Schaaf, what are you telling your players right now?
Well, you're just going to tell them, you had them by 10. Don't lose your focus because, they just got to keep the intensity that they played with for the first half of the ball game. And, he's not happy right now that they've blown that lead.
See on the other side of the court, we see Coach Schaaf right there. On the other side, Alan Sharp was talking to the officials and now barking instructions to his team. There's the officials right there. And, Grant, one of the things that you have to say is that this has been such a back-and-forth game that literally this could come down to the last possession.
I want to keep the Harding student body and family in our prayers this afternoon. KARK television in Arkansas reporting that A carload of young people from Harding was headed to Texas. They had an accident in Hooks, Texas, that left the driver injured, Ty Osmond. He's in ICU at Longview, and I know that's going to be weighing heavily on the Harding family right now.
No question about that. You know, while we're playing championship basketball here in Bartlesville, all of the Great American Conference teams are family, and we're praying for it. We're pulling for you folks down in Searcy and folks down in Harding. Our prayers and condolences. Our thoughts go to you. 62-60 our score, Grant, and with 7:22 left, this game is going to get very interesting. A championship game on the line.
Winding down the clock in this one. Everybody trying to keep that season alive, because as Charlie Schaaf was telling me yesterday, the GAC right now does not have an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. So, you know, most of these teams would have to have really the stars aligning for them in a big way to even advance in the tournament right now.
That's why you saw a number 1 seed falling yesterday to number 8, Arkansas Tech, the Golden Suns, losing. They were basically a shoe-in. If they won the tournament, they lose, and now they may not even play in the postseason. Shot on the way from Ricardo Hall. Marcus Moody now back in, taking the place of Lonnie Cottrell. 62-60 your score, and Ricardo Hall is going to try to extend the UAM lead by 3. Beautiful Bartlesville Sports Complex behind him, and he does. 63-60, 7:18 left to go. Philip Torque will inbound the basketball. Here's Ryan Donahoe. Donahoe will take it across the time stripe between the circles, now moving in left wing. With 7:11 left to go, 27 seconds. Inside the lane, finds Torque. Torque, 2-point shot. Will not go. Whistle and a foul. They're going to call that one against Marcus Moody. And Torque will go to the line for 2. Take a look at it again here on instant replay. You see Ryan Donahoe is going to move it inside. He gets it to Torque. Torque sets his feet right there. And when you set your feet like that, any contact that's made, the officials are typically going to call the foul. Shot up, shot in, 63-61 your score. Now coming back into the game for UAM is Lonnie Cottrell. He's going to take the place of Marcus Moody. Cottrell just getting a quick breather there. Philip Torque eyeing that basket. He knows this shot can put them within 1. It's on the way and in. 63-62. Here's Farmer. Farmer on the inside gets cut off at the pass by Davis. Outside now to Hall. Hall at the top of the key, moving it into Sergio Pro. Pro loses his handle on the basketball. It's picked up by Ryan Donahoe. Donahoe's going to get it across the time stripe. Zach Howe for 3. It's off the iron. No good. Put back is good by Dominic Cornelius. And the Bulldogs take the lead.
That is incredible. Wow.
L.A. Farmer across the time stripe. Between the circles. His team down by 1. Here's Ricardo Hall on the far side. Moves it inside, trying to find the shot. Puts it up, off the iron, will not go. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Here's Donahoe. Donahoe inside to... Oh my goodness, the shot is blocked. Davis tries to put the 2-point shot up. Whistle and a foul. My goodness.
He went up there looking like the Statue of Liberty.
Clean block that time by UAM.
15 lead changes at this point.
Here's Donahoe. Donahoe will kick it out to Cornelius. Cornelius to Howe. Howe is looking at the tray ball, can't find it. Now back out to Donahoe. Between the circles, 19 seconds on the shot clock, 5:41 left to play. Winner goes to the GAC title game. Inside, Donahoe trying to move it outside. Back out to Elliott. 3 ball on the way off the iron. No good. Rebound was going to UAM, but the putback to Howe. Howe to Davis. Can't find it. Whistle. Foul called. I believe they're going to get Thomas Davis for that. Excuse me. I believe they're going to get Zach Howe for that one. Take a look at it again on replay. My goodness. The tray ball will not go. It's off the iron. UAM tries to go for it. My goodness, just a fight underneath the basket. Yes, I believe they got Zach Howe for that. The inbounds pass is going to come from Sergio Crow. Charlie Schaaf not happy about that one. Inbounds to Farmer. Farmer's double team, needs some help, gets it out to Crow. Quickening the pace now on the ball, weavers across the time stripe, moving it out this time now to Ricardo Hall. Hall on the left wing finds Farmer. 5:18 left to play. 65-64 your score. Inside, 2-point shot is not going to be much for anything because Farmer traveled with the basketball. Good call that time by the officials. Elliott the inbound. Here comes Donahoe. Across the time stripe he goes. Setting up the offense is Elliott. Elliott moving it inside. Nice pass to Davis. Davis into trouble. Loses his handle on the basketball. Stolen away by A.J. Calhoun. Calhoun will get it to the young man Ricardo Hall. Farmer in three-point land. Can't find any help. Resets the shot clock. 30 seconds. They're up by 1. Farmer, 2-point shot off the iron. Can't find it. Rebound goes to Elliott of Southwestern. 4:41 left to play, and now Southwestern Oklahoma moving it across the time stripe. Here come the Bulldogs inside the paint. Elliott off the iron. It goes in at +1. My goodness. Chase Elliott, the pride of Bristow, Oklahoma. Take a look at him again. Inside the paint, goes up, puts it up and in, hangs on the rim, and now he'll have the opportunity for the three-point play.
And every free throw from this point on is just going to weigh heavily.
Here comes Elliott. You see the expression. He knows what this one means. It's up. It's in. UAM will inbound it. 66-65, your score now. 67, I should say. And here comes Forge. Forge on that outside. Gets it up this time now to Hall. Hall trying to find Crow. Crow's found at the top of the key. UAM trying to find the shot. They're looking inside but can't find it. There's Farmer on the inside but he can't find it. Nearly travels with the basketball, does A.J. Calhoun, but he doesn't move his pivot foot. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Loses his handle on the basketball, does Ricardo Hall. Last touch, I believe, by Southwestern. And there you see the Bulldogs bench. Here comes Kenyan Borders. They're going to move him out. They're going to move him in and take out Chase Elliott. Borders is coming in to play a little bit tougher defense. Very quick. Here's Alan Sharp, you see on your screen from the GAC TV. 2 seconds, 1 second, three-pointer will not go. Rebound goes to, well, it looked like it was going to Southwestern. L.A. Farmer able to get it out of the backcourt, and the Bull Weevils have it down by 2. Here's Farmer, 3:50 to play. Farmer moving inside, trying to find the shot. Gets it packed away, a whistle and a foul. A lot of Bulldogs hitting the ground that time, but a whistle and a foul, and Farmer's going to the line. Take a look at this again on instant replay, Grant.
Yeah, you can just see right here. When he quickens the pace of things, everybody comes after him, and he runs through a traffic jam that just, you couldn't avoid the contact. Timeout on the floor, 3:47. Left to go in the ballgame, 67-65.
Coming up next, Arkansas Tech University will face off with Ouachita Baptist. Big-time matchup set there as number 1 takes on number 4. Arkansas Tech defeated Southern Arkansas by the skin of their teeth on Thursday, 54-53. Number 8 nearly upsetting number 1. 85-65 was the margin of victory for Ouachita Baptist over Southeastern Oklahoma on Thursday. So 1 versus 4 coming up. A little bit later on in the women's bracket, Arkansas Tech, the favorite number 1 seed, not playing today. They're going to be in favor of Southeastern Oklahoma State. That is 8:30. And now we're going into official review here. Here's what you see. I believe they're going to look at this one again, and I don't know if they're going to call that for, if they're looking at that because of the, maybe a charge, if that's a charge, or if they're looking at it for a foul, but we are in official review here. As you know, the GAC Sports Network providing official review for the GAC tournament today. Both teams coming back onto the court. The 2 teams are looking at this one. The officials are looking at this one again. So back to live action we will go. L.A. Farmer is LA Farmer is at the free throw line. I believe the officials saw everything they needed to see. Farmer is going to the line for a couple. And he drains it. LA Farmer, 5 for 7 from behind the line, 21 points for Farmer today. Second one on the way. Make that a double deuce. And we're all tied up at 67 again. Chase Elliott in the backcourt for Southwestern, 3:43 to play. Moving it across the time stripe does Elliott. Trying to find some help. Moving it to the right wing inside. Loses his handle on the basketball. It's going to be Southwestern ball. Good defense that time played by UAM. Inbounds pass forthcoming from Elliott. Elliott looking for some help. Gets it into Philip Torek. Torek between the circles now. Moving it out to Howe. Howe eyes the three. Decides against it. Back out to Davis. And now to Dominic Cornelius. Whistle. And a foul. I believe they're going to call that. We'll see who the officials call that on. That's a hand check foul on Sergio Crow.
Lots of green in this place today. UAM bringing a good crowd.
They're witness to a great game right now, Grant. Here's Elliott. The pride of Bristow, Oklahoma. The shot on the way and in. We are in the bonus. Every foul is going to be at least a 1-and-1 until the double bonus.
Lots of folks from Russellville rolling in for the Tech game coming up.
SWOSU takes the lead with that shot. Elliott's second shot forthcoming. It's on the way. It's up and in. 69-67 now. I believe that's what, the 17th, 18th time that the lead has changed today?
17.
We've got a timeout on the floor. Your score, SWOSU 69, UAM 67. Back with more on the GAC Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
The NCAA Division II student-athlete experience goes beyond the classrooms and playing fields. It means a commitment to service and community, helping organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation by raising money to help grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions. Kids like Jacob.
Some student athletes gave it their time and their energy to raise the money.
It was fun to meet Jeff Gordon.
NCAA Division II, training student athletes for lifelong achievement.
Back in Bartlesville, GAC Sports Network. Country Grid alongside Grant Merrill. We got a barn burner here, 69-67. The Bulldogs out in front of the Bull Eagles. A spot in the GAC title game on the line. Here are the Boll Weevils out the Farmer on the right wing. Three-point land, moves it inside, trying to find the two-point shot in the paint. Needs some help, can't find it. 17 on the shot clock. He gets it out now to Ricardo Hall. Hall to the handoff to Farmer, and now they've got 10 seconds. Inside, Farmer trying to find the shot. It's up, it's off the iron, whistle, and a foul. No shot is going to fall. However, he is going to get two from behind the charity stripe. LA Farmer has 22 on the afternoon, has been very good from behind the line, 6 for 8, and he has 2 more to try for. Make that 7 for 9. Back into the game for Southwestern Oklahoma is Ryan Donahue, 6'1", 200-pound junior out of Sour Lake, Texas. He's going to take the place of Philip Torres. Here's Farmer. 2:55 left to play here. UAM traveling by 1.
2:55 left in regulation anyway. This one could very easily go into overtime.
A little bit of free basketball could happen here, Grant. You're right. Donahoe in the backcourt. Slowing things down. We're all knotted up once again at 69. A great game here in the GAC Championship Tournament. Donahoe across the right wing. 2:39 to play. Trying to find some help. Isaac Howe couldn't find it. Now back out to Cornelius. Cornelius will get it to Donahoe. And Donahoe will reset. Moving inside the paint now. Trying to find that open shot. Can't find it. Inside to Elliott. Elliott turning around. 2-point off the iron. No good. Whistle and a foul. they're going to call that against Ricardo Hall. That is his third personal foul. And Grant, there are 3 players on the floor right now for UAM with 3 fouls. Sergio Crow, Ricardo Hall, and A.J. Calhoun. And certainly you don't want to lose any of those guys to foul trouble.
Yeah, you'll have to use those remaining fouls that you have wisely.
4 fouls apiece now for Dominic Cornelius and Chase Elliott on the Southwestern side. So 5 players who are currently on the floor, I should say 6. Ryan Donahoe has 4 fouls. That would certainly be a big loss for the Bulldogs. So 6 of the 10 players in foul trouble on the floor right now. 70-69, your score. Southwestern leads for what is the 19th lead change in this game. 71-69. Inbounds pass comes to Hall. 2:20 left to go. Across the time stripe he goes. Moving it across the left wing. Now finds some help in the form of Farmer between the circles. Trying to find some help now. He has not bounced. There he goes. Picks up his dribble. It gets it out to Crow. Crow at the top of the key. We'll move it inside there to A.J. Calhoun. Calhoun at the top of the key. Now moving it right side out to Ricardo Hall. Hall back out to Forge. Forge, a good three-point shooter, puts it up, puts it in. Corey Forge. We were just talking about his ability to drop the tray ball, and UAM goes up by 1.
This is a barn burner by definition. Holy smokes.
Here's Donahoe. We'll be out of breath by the time this one's over, Grant.
Minute 34 left to play. A foul on the floor, a blocking foul.
My goodness, away from the basketball, it's UAM's ball. Ricardo Hall inside to Farmer, 93 seconds to play. Here's Farmer in the backcourt. Across the time stripe, he gets it out to Hall. Hall now to Farmer. They're going to try to use every bit of time they have, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Farmer again. 19 seconds, moving it inside. He's in the paint, needs some help, has his pocket picked. A scramble for the basketball, goes to UAM, has his pocket picked again, scramble for the ball. Inside, Calhoun, two-point shot, trying to find it, can't find it. Off the iron, and it's in! Ricardo Hall puts it in, and a timeout on the floor. Holy smokes, Grant Merrill.
3 points between the two of these teams. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go. We're back after this.
The UAM faithful standing proud, their team up by 3. 1 minute, 3 seconds separates them in a spot in the GAC title game. I'm Drew Grant alongside Grant Merrill. Grant, a barn burner in Bartlesville tonight.
An incredible ball game, and I got to tell you, it's just going to get more exciting in the next 63 seconds. We've got a big one here for these two teams.
Donahoe, inbounds pass across the time stripe. He goes under a minute to play. Donahoe moving it inside, nearly loses his grip. Swarmed by UAM, does lose his grip. Whistle, timeout. And we're not going anywhere. We don't want to miss a second of this action. Charlie Shade calls a timeout. And Grant, if you're Charlie Shade, you've got 53.6 seconds. You're down by 1 possession. What do you do?
Anything and everything to win. I mean, you know, you've got to pull out all the stops. You've got to pull out all the stops just to make this thing up.
And I have to tell you, Grant, Great American Conference certainly wanted some great games for their opening tournament. I'd say they got a good one here today.
Somebody's getting excited up in the stands.
Hey, you know what? Throw it down, baby. It's a good game.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, we're hearing the Sports Center theme song. A lot of Sports Center worthy plays in this one. Inbound pass is forthcoming from SWOSU. Here's Donahoe.
I'm going to say they're from Monticello.
Get set, folks. Here comes Elliott inside the lane, looking for the two-point shot from Donahoe. It's up and in!
Look at that.
74-73. SWOSU needs another possession. 47.6 seconds. Inbounds pass is coming from Ricardo Hall. A spot in the title game is on the line. Farmer in the backcourt. Thomas Davis is in his back pocket. Across the time stripe he goes. Bowl Weevils need another shot. Here comes Corey Forge. Forge is very dangerous in the perimeter. Back outside now to Ricardo Hall on the left wing. 30 seconds to play. Hall making a very slow move. Trying to fake his way out between the circles. He's got 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside the lane, two-point shot. Oh, it's up and in! A.J. Calhoun completes the oop. The Bowl Weevils go up by 3.
Holy smokes! Look at that.
I love March Madness, Grant Merrill.
UAM making a statement on that dunk. 19 seconds left to go. When you've got 19 seconds left, you're supposed to be careful and selective with your shots, and they made the statement right there.
A.J. Calhoun slams it home, and the Bulldogs have 19 seconds to find 3 points.
Oh, my. This is going to be huge.
Let's take a look at that one again. It's up, and thank you, sir, but I have another.
I did not add ghost to the 95, by the way.
19.8 seconds. UAM faithful, UAM pep band getting excited. The SWOSU fans equally excited. They have an opportunity to tie this one up to the three-pointer. Zach Howda inbound, 19 seconds left to go. Donahoe to take it. Across the time stripe, here's Donahoe. Three-point shot, tries to find it, can't find it. Back out to Elliott, inside. Three-pointer, on the way, it's in! Oh my gosh! We're tied up with 10.2 left to go! And a timeout on the floor! It's March Madness, baby!
Oh my goodness! Keep it right here. This game is on fire.
And here on the GAC Sports Network, we're not taking timeouts, not going to miss a second of this.
Oh, this is huge.
Oh my gosh.
And we told you from the very beginning that every game was going to be like this.
Can we take a look at that one again? Chase Elliott comes out. Let's take a look at this one again. Here's Donahoe. Across the time stripe he goes. He'll move it in. He'll kick it out. Now watch this. He's looking at the three and he can't find it. Chase Elliott puts it up. Hello, Trey Ball. We're tied up. You see the crowd going nuts. My goodness. 76 all with 10.2 left. And Grant, you wanted drama. 10.2 seconds separates one of these teams for a shot in the championship.
And of course, the winner of this ball game playing either Arkansas Tech or Washita. UAM would like to keep that in all Arkansas final.
They've got a tough task to follow this one to the Tigers and the Wonder Boys.
Well, there's a UAM fan dancing, and behind her, the legendary Truman Pugh from Russellville. You can see Chancellor Jack Lassiter.
The
concerned look on his face.
The inbounds pass coming from Hall. Bartlesville's coming alive. Ricardo Hall's going to get it inside. A full backcourt press going to be applied by SWOSU. We're tied at 76. 10.2 seconds left to go. A spot in the title game is on the line. Now Alex Sharp having some discussions with the officials. Not a soul sitting down in the Bartlesville Sports Arena.
The Bowl Eagles with the inbound pass here, but they'll try to control this next 10 seconds.
They're going to add 0.3, so it's going to be 10.5. Hall needing to try to find some help, and he calls a timeout. Great defense being played that time by Ryan Donahoe. The conclusion of this game, who's going to the GAC title game, is right after this short timeout. We'll be back from Bartlesville on the GAC Sports Network. SWOSU cheerleaders excited, UAM cheerleaders excited. They're doing backflips in Bartlesville. 76 all, 10.5 left to go, a shot in the title game. And Grant, this game has been everything we thought it would be.
Absolutely incredible, and both of these teams just playing their hearts out, trying to make it one more day. Just one more day is all they want.
And if I can channel my inner Dickie V for just a moment, it's March Madness, baby.
You know, Drew, I don't know who's more excited, you or that guy getting on the saxophone.
Man, he was throwing down. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a shades of former President Bill Clinton.
The last 10 seconds of this ball game right here.
Inbounds pass is going to come from Sergio Crow. 10.5 left to go, 76 all, UAM and SWOSU. Inbounds pass, it comes to Hall. Hall covered up, loses the basketball. Shoot ball called, alternating possession is going to go to UAM. 6.6 seconds left to go. They lose 4 seconds here.
And if you're Charlie, this is where the luck of the draw on that alternating possession hurts more than anything.
Absolutely, no question about that. 6.6 seconds. We'll finish this game. Inbounds pass coming from Sergio Crow. He gets it to Farmer, 5 seconds. Farmer's got to hurry across the time stripe, 4 seconds, 2 seconds.
Oh,
and then over and under call. SWOSU's going to get the ball with 1.6 seconds.
Holy smokes.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
And if you're Charlie Shafe, that is a gift from above right there.
Well, the alternating possession hurt. The over and under helped that. Inbounds pass is going to come from Donahoe. Everyone is standing in Bartlesville. And now A.J. Calhoun is going to come in. We're all tied up. 1.6 seconds. The championship game. A spot in the championship game is on the line. There's Charlie Shafe. Instructions. Inbounds pass forthcoming. Inside to Elliott. 3 is on the way. It's good! SWOSU wins! Southwestern Oklahoma defeats UAM on a last-second 3. I cannot believe what I've just seen. SWOSU's on the floor. Chase Elliott with the last-second 3. They stormed the court in Bartlesville, but we could be under official review. We are going to an official review. Head coach Charlie Shafe celebrating, but ladies and gentlemen, this game is not yet over. We're going to see it again. And the question here, Grant, is did he get the shot off? Take a look here. 0.5 seconds, the shot's clearly off. I believe that they are going to call this one game over. The shot's over, the game's over. Southwestern Oklahoma is going to the GAC championship. Southwestern Oklahoma is going to the GAC title game.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if he's going to put Charlie down or not.
What an absolutely incredible finish to this ball game. You see, this is pandemonium on the floor. Let me describe what's happening to you. They went to official review. UAM players across. I mean, my gosh, it's pandemonium. Heartbreak and victory all on the same court. And you got to give it up to those UAM Boll Weevils. Let's take a look at that one again on replay. Elliott goes in, makes a good move. 3-point shot with 0.5 seconds left. 79-76 the final. 0.5 seconds. Look at it again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Southwestern Oklahoma wins. They're celebrating in Bartlesville tonight, baby.
And Charlie Shafe lives to see another day here in Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
We're gonna try to have Coach Charlie Shafe. We're gonna try to have Coach Charlie Shafe on the Yeah, we'll get Coach Charlie Shave in the postgame. Grant Merrill will have that interview coming up right after this short timeout. Final statistics from courtside after this short break. You're watching the GAC Championship Tournament on the GAC Sports Network.